What's up, guys? Ninja here. Basically, I have an idea. I just really realized. Basically, the term the alpha status. Basically, it's kind of like it is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there is one true alpha, right? But I'm saying that you can basically make it an artificial version of alpha, or you trick females into thinking that's what they want, but in truth they don't. Much like a singer, you're pretending to be something they want, but that's really what they don't want. And females in makeup, you're pretending to be an alpha, basically. But the point is, you can eventually, kind of like, for example, in England, to be an alpha, you needed to actually be, or rather, they took it too far. You needed to be educated, basically. You had to know stuff in England to do well, right? That's kind of what alpha was, or maybe society birthed it, whatever the case. Uh, Essentially, that's what alpha became. But the thing was, now you go over to Africa, basically. To be in Africa, to be an alpha was different than in England, basically. Or maybe England pirated the alpha, and maybe uh, in Africa, that's what alpha is just meant to be, basically. Like, like that's what alpha is, but you need education to do well in life, and to have a good job, have and to know like, it's kind of like knowing English. Like, I'm sure, like, basically this is why females like what's it called, werewolves, because they're beasts, right? And they're uncultured and civilized, and they make the rules and whatever. Um, but the point is, like, the alpha status, like, they are truly alpha, but then they go and switch into basically like intelligence or education or whatever. I think it's more education, actually. But they know the language, they know science, they know math, they know English. That is, anyways, they know stuff that they're supposed to. But at night, it's kind of like that saying, "A lady on the streets, but a freak in the sheets." Like, that's fine, but that's for your husband, right? You shouldn't be that just in general, because why would anybody want to keep you if every guy on the street had a freak in the sheets? Then what are you giving me, right? Like, it's fine to be sexy, it's fine to promote it, it's fine to be desirable, but that shouldn't be what you are, essentially, right? That's the same thing as that one debate between Jordan Peterson and some feminists. She was an ideologue, basically, and to be a whore or someone who's just, sexually appealing is the same thing. And again, why date an ideologue? You don't marry an ideologue. That's kind of why the um, what's called conservative party, the Reds, are all fucked up, because they are basically married to religion, and religion got pirated by people like Lindsey Graham, Jeff Sessions, Steve Bannon, Paul Ryan, all these motherfuckers, and Trump is the Trojan horse, of course. He's just the the boat they sailed under, the flag under, rather, so that because they wouldn't get elected, but Trump would, and so they wrote it to Trump. And instead of getting elected to be able to get what they wanted, they wrote it to Trump. And yeah, you're blaming Trump for all these cuts in healthcare and welfare, but all these people that wanted to get elected that you didn't want, that's what they wanted, and you're not putting two and two together that what they wanted is what's going on now, but they're Trump. And again, you just get, oh, Trump, Trump, you're a bastard. I like Trump, but he's being kind of rude. And again, your ideologue, that's the idea, that's the thing, and this is why I will save the world. Literally. Um, by the way, I'm hmm. I was about to promote what I'm drinking. That's what subscribers are for. I'm gonna do you guys a solid because this I'm gonna get famous one day. I'm literally saving the world. I like the stuff that I'm talking about. Once upon a time was common sense, but apparently, I thought was common sense. Right? Maybe it was in the area I was in, but they all got pirated. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I'm just the only one left. They didn't make it, whereas I did. I don't know. Hmm. Because I had friends and we would talk, and well, yeah, of course, duh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I'm wondering what the fuck happened to them, and why don't they see through it like I do, basically. But anyways, that's so I'm gonna do solid. The energy drink I'm drinking is called Rainstorm Clean Energy Peach Nectarine. There's no sugar, and so I haven't brushed my teeth for like 4 years. And basically, the reason why you brush your teeth is because they put shit in your food that is not right. Like there's dogs that have been in the wild for 30 years and they never brushed their teeth, and yet they have pearly whites. You know why? It's because their food is natural, and there's no artificial sweetener like sugar and blah blah blah. And they sit there and they clean their teeth with their mouth. Don't get me wrong. Like if I want to kiss a girl, if I plan to go on a date, I will have gum and I will have brushed my teeth for her. You know, to make it right, the same way she should treat her vagina, right? Like, just keep it natural. But if you want me to go down there, you better clean that shit up, bitch. I'm just, but so, and there was this girl. She was a whore, and she started checking me into dating her. But I told her like every time you shave your vagina, I know you're doing something because you wouldn't shave otherwise. She's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, yeah, fucking bullshit. But she let me feel one day, and sure enough, like she had shaved maybe like 2 weeks prior. Like, yeah, I'd say about 2 weeks prior, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly why we're not like a thing, and why if you were like a virgin or something close to a virgin, sure, I might want you in that sense, but like after we did what we're gonna do, that feeling between us was so fake and artificial. Like there was nothing there. It's like putting it into a hole in the wall that had a drape hanging over it. It's like there's no fun in that, right? Like you're a loose bitch. Like again, lay on the street but freaking the sheets. I'm not gonna marry you because there's nothing left, and that's why America sucks and why all the guys are like, no thanks, and all the girls are like, why? That's why. But yeah, I'm intelligent as fuck. What was I talking about? I fucking lost myself. Oh, I wasn't brushing my teeth for artificialness. Oh, yeah. So Rainstorm energy drink. I haven't brushed my teeth for like 4 years, but that's why they sell you bad shit. I've been eating pretty good, pretty natural. I haven't been eating like artificial sweeteners. I can't. Like if you snack on candy, that's fine, but you gotta brush your teeth. If you're eating candy or if you're drinking soda and if you're adding sugar and shit, that's fine, but you gotta work out, right? Like you have to burn off what you put on. Like I remember talking to my sister about peanut butter, and there was this peanut butter that had hella like fat, and basically, she told me like it's really bad for you, and I was like, well, the reason why it's kind of like what's it called, having high performance fuel. Basically, like it would basically be like acidic, essentially. And if you let it sit there, it's gonna eat at whatever it's sitting in. But it burns at such a rate that, like, it's insane. Like gasoline is good, But if they made it more acidic, I'm pretty fucking sure the gasoline would be like 10 times better, basically. And it's the same thing with the teeth. And I know this because I'm smart and connecting dots is what I do. And I'm seeing a dot over here and a dot over here between cars and your teeth. It's the same thing. And chemicals, and they're mixing together, rubbing and breaking down. Same thing with your teeth. When you eat, there's chemicals that rub together and then they break down. It's the same thing. And I remember talking to my friend, and he was stupid, but he wanted to take the lead of the group, and he's the reason why the whole group fell apart. And that's why America sucks, because of fakers like him. And again, I was in this guild, and there are some people that kept it honest, but there are some people that were fucking evil. I was a person that kept it honest, basically. They try to fuck people over. I'm sure they did, but I kept them honest, basically. What they would do is be like, oh well, if you don't know what you're doing, like if you don't know why you're here, if you're in the raid group, right, and you don't know why you're doing what you're doing or like what an item is, then you don't get it. Is what they said, and I was like, bullshit. Like even if I don't know what it is, once I find out, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had done it. So you're giving it to me, and like okay, and so they did it and I kept them honest. Basically, it's the same thing here with the government and the rules and regulations and blah blah blah. It's the same thing. It's good practice actually. But it's a video game, it's World of Warcraft, right? And we're raiders. We're like the number 6 in the world, basically. And the reason why is because of people like me were in the group, and then people like Grell, I think his name was, that would lead us basically, and would scream like, not literally this. This is just a joke, but minus 50 DKP, like that was actually a thing, basically. And then while you had that going on, you also had nah, man. Relax, man. We're just trying to make it through, and there was a mistake, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course it was there, but you kept it balanced, right? And that's kind of the government should work right now. We have minus 50 DKP in the White House, right? Trump and the whole cancel culture and all that shit. It's the same fucking thing. And then Bernie Sanders is the opposite. Hey, man, calm down, man. And he's talking about numbers and shit. And nobody gets it. Nobody wants. Or maybe he's like the opposite. Uh, and not he's not the hey man. He's more of. I think they're both kind of screamers in a way. I think that's why Bernie Sanders, a part of why Bernie Sanders fell. Um, it's because casuals didn't have interest in the numbers, so they didn't watch. On top of that, they dictated the numbers as well. So the people that did watch Bernie were guided to watch Trump essentially instead, and that's why who won and whatever. It's because of that influence, and that's where the Bernie blackout happened, where the Fox News would have Bernie on, but Bernie Sanders would speak to the crowd, and he got through to them, and so they decided, hey, we better stop having Bernie on. And they tried to say, oh, Bernie Sanders is a sexual pig or a deviant, whatever, and everyone that knew Bernie was like, what the fuck? No, fuck you, bitch. And all it did is made the wave that was like 2 times the strength, essentially, because you tried to lie about my like that video I just posted recently about that one dude who threw a cup at a comedian. He was like, "It's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. You're in a comedy club. You're in a comedy club. You're talking about his wife's pussy, bro. Like, I'm surprised he didn't fucking kill you. Like, seriously, like, you don't do that. It doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. Watch your fucking mouth. Like, it doesn't matter. And again, there are Karens that bitch and complain too far, but there's also people that take it too far where the Karen would be justified, right? But the problem is that Karen bitch and complain because I said the word nigger, basically, for example. And so now the word nigger is blacklisted, but I could say N word, and it's the same thing. And this defeats the N word. It's stupid. And logically, you can think it through, and it makes sense, but you have to think it through, and that's why they interrupt you, and that's why the government gives you 5 minutes and the whole 9 yards and blah blah blah. It's because it makes sense, right? And that's the whole reason of my existence. Is because I just try to make sense of shit. That's what I do. I put dots together. That's what I do. It's my thing. It's my jams. My cup of tea, right? Well, that that's my rain, right? Yeah, my rain. And I'm the king, by the way, so it fits. Thank you, Rain. And you should sponsor me, Rain. Give me your money. Give me money. You should pay me millions of dollars because I'm the shit. Not only am I saving the world, but I'm also sponsoring Rain. I caught that shit. I accidentally spilled a little bit. I took too much in my mouth, but I caught it in my hand. And then I drank it. Because it's good. I like it. I don't want to waste it. But yeah, it's a little too sweet, but it's good. Anyways, yeah, so like drinking this is fine, but if you're drinking like Red Bull, for example, and it has sugar, like you're probably gonna have to brush your teeth, right? But there's a reason why these animals don't. But also there's a reason why their breath smells like fart. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if I'm going on a date or if I'm going somewhere, sure I'll brush them to when I talk. You smell the toothpaste and not my breath. But I'm not gonna brush my teeth if I'm talking to a computer because the computer doesn't have a nose, right? It's much like the Karen. Like, why are you bitching and nobody's offended? Like basically, and oh, okay, you can't say that. You can't say nigger anymore. That's bad. But you can say N word, and it's the same thing. But you can say N word, but not nigger. And the Karen's like, okay. And the reason why you're okay with it is because you're a dumbass and you're out of line, and you know what the fuck you're talking about. And again, just like Paul Ryan and how Paul Ryan, Sean Paul Reyes, rather, and the Long Island audit, how he settled out of court and how the law is basically dancing around him. Basically, okay, we won't do this, Sean Paul Reyes, but we'll do it to everybody else, just not you, because you settled out of court instead of taking it to court and having the law changed so that the law changed for everyone and not just you. Representative Josh Harder, huh? What should I? Yeah, tell me I had to do my job. Like, I should run for fucking politics, man. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I used to think, hey, somebody's doing it. Like, the reason why I didn't get into basketball is because like there we have Michael Jordan. Why the fuck would I want to? I could be a Scottie Pippen, but then never came across. I didn't think about that. It's like I was as a child, I was thinking much like the Nazis, like all one or nothing. Basically, that was my mindset as a kid, essentially. But I wasn't gonna go and fuck kill Jews. You know what I'm saying? I just was thinking in that way. Whereas like, I was either the best I'm gonna go do something else, and it's just I need to be the best, and that's kind of the truth. No matter what, like you want to be the best because you want to be the most paid, and why these fake alphas try to be a manager at a store because they're supposed to be a basic worker because they're stupid, but they want that money that manager gets, so they lie and fake it, and that's why the government in America sucks, right? So I should run for the government, and because he's faking bullshit. Like you're supposed to be the leader. Why are you asking the people how to lead? Like you're making us do your job. Like why are you getting paid right now? Like what the fuck? In fact, that'll be another video right now. I don't remember what I was talking about, but yeah, I gotta go. So yeah, if you're watching again, hit that follow button. Ninja on Ninja on Twitch and YouTube. Follow, subscribe, hit the notification, whatever. But yeah, I want to end this recording and start another one because I want to talk about the Josh Harder thing because I'm seriously gonna do that. Um, but after I do that, then I'm going to yeah, then I'll go run. So cause I cannot watch anything without having some opinion or having some argument about some fact. Someone's doing something wrong, and I can't do that. It's just too much. So I just music, tune out and go. And this is the problem with the world. is instead of learning, instead of thinking, they turn on music and they just bleh, and you can just bleh, that's fine, it's whatever. But you need to understand you're not learning, and the more you don't learn, the better the more further ahead the evil gets, the more they take, and eventually you get Nazis, basically. Because again, extreme one or the other. And if you let the extremes win, then that's where they'll take it, and that's where they'll go. Because that's what the end is. That's what the it becomes is all them and nobody else. And that's what it is. Like it's not just about Jews. It's about like all immigrants. But it doesn't matter what it is. They are the Jews. They are the invaders. It doesn't matter our country, the bloodline. But it's the same fucking thing. They are Hitler. They just haven't killed Jews yet. And we want to like act like, oh well, wait until he kills Jews, then he's Hitler. Like what the? Are you stupid? Wait, oh wait. General Americans, right? Because man is smart, men are dumb. So yeah, you're dumb. Not to mention, chances are you didn't graduate either. So yeah, you're stupid. That's why you're thinking what you're thinking. But anyways, I'll be back. I got another recording to make. So please stream, hang out. I'll be live for this. But yeah, peace.